You're listening to Kerry Lutz's Financial Survival Network, where you get valuable information you just can't find anywhere else. To thrive in today's trying times, you need the Financial Survival Network, now more than ever. Go to financialsurvivalnetwork.com and get your free newsletter and gift. Financial Survival Network, now more than ever.
And welcome. You are listening to watching the Financial Survival Network. I'm your host, Kerry Lutz. Well, financial education, or lack thereof, is one of the greatest problems confronting the United States and the world for that matter, because the basic financial tools are generally not taught in school. You learn them by the seat of your pants, whether it's opening a bank account, your parents take you to the bank for the first time. I mean, I guess now on the internet, you could open up a PayPal account when you're 3, but all these things you need to learn. And there's no great way of teaching them. You know, guys like Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, has made great strides in teaching you, but the actual practical learning is still up to you. But there's a new app called Kudosy. I've got the originator of it on with me now, Tyler Nicholls. Tyler, you're established software developer. You came across this concept. You saw a void in the market, and you said, you know what, there's an app for that. Actually, there's not an app, but I'll create it. So you created an app to really teach all levels financial education. Just give us a little background on you and how you came up with the concept.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much for having me. But yeah, that's exactly right. I was doing some research a number of years back and found that every year the United States is spending more and more money on financial education. And in fact, in 2023, it's projected we'll spend $3.8 billion on it across the economy. But what's interesting is we also do studies to determine the financial literacy rates of the country. And our financial literacy rates are actually going down. So it's incredibly ironic that we're trying to teach people how to spend money better, but yet we're not spending that money very effectively. We're not actually moving that needle. And so I wanted to help move that needle. I think that it's a big problem for the country and the world at large, to your point. And I also think like it's a big problem even for individuals. You look at the statistics and something like 20 to 40% of all divorces occur because of financial issues. And it has the ability to tear apart families and all these sorts of things. So I wanted to create a solution here. I saw that there was a need and I wanted to come in. And as I was doing that, I saw a couple observations and tried to like fill that gap.
So it's just like all other education in the United States. We're spending more and more money on it and getting less and less of a return. I'll tell you this, okay? I'm going to relate this to a personal thing with me. 12 years ago, I wanted to learn podcasting. I was listening to podcasts. There weren't a lot of people doing it then. And I did an internet search and I find this guy, the podcast answer man, Cliff Ravenscraft. I signed up for his course. It was $800. I found an affiliate link. It was $1,000, but I found an affiliate link for $800. So I saved money right there.
Nice.
And it was an 8-week course with basically getting on what was then the equivalent of a Zoom call. We didn't really have Zoom that much then. And online, there were like 12 of us, and he went down the basics of it. And prior to that, I was doing my podcast and I was getting maybe 1,000 downloads a month, which I thought was incredible. Took the course and overnight I'm getting 20, 50, 100,000 downloads a month.
Awesome.
And that was like, they weren't teaching that stuff in college. Now they teach podcasting in college, believe it or not. So the point is that where the public education system fails, private sector has jumped in with 2 feet, and you can learn more from these online courses than you could learn in a semester in college. And so I think you're really on the right path here. So what age groups is this aimed at?
Yeah, so really Kudosy it's called Kudosy Family Wallet, and it's designed for the whole family. It especially helps families with young kids. So kids that are ages 3 to 13 especially are really kind of a sweet spot for that app, so they can learn at a young age the correct principles that will help them the rest of their life.
Yeah. So, you know, like I one time, go back, I'm a little bit older than you, and I had an Apple II Plus computer. I couldn't do much on it, but it had this game called Lemonade Stand. And I had my niece and nephew in my apartment, and basically you had to figure out how much to spend on your stand, how much to spend on ingredients, what to charge. And then when you screwed up, you went bankrupt, and the whole lemonade stand like blew up. And I didn't realize it then, but that was actually financial education at its most rudimentary.
Yeah, absolutely. There have been some interesting studies that show like the most effective way to learn financial principles is not death by PowerPoint, but hands-on experience, doing it. And so Kudosy really aims to gamify the whole experience and make it fun and interesting and compelling. So people are kind of in this simulation, kind of trying to figure out how should I spend the currency in the app and learn more about these financial principles.
And I just told my daughter about it, and she's got two kids, 5 and 2. And
perfect.
I got an ad for something similar on Instagram the other day. I don't hate it. I think it's a great idea for kids 7 to 15. But, younger kids, you learn about money at a very early age, which is by necessity. So that's from somebody in your demographic, loves the concept. And so have you tried it out on your own kids or test marketed it? How's that worked?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have been using it with our family for about 5 years. I was using other apps and kind of trying to do what Kudosy eventually is now doing. And it is incredibly effective. So one thing that I really love about it is, we often talk about financial education in a very individualistic way. We even coined the term personal finance. But when you think about it, finances aren't really that personal, right? The way that I spend my money affects my wife, it affects my kids. There's a whole ecosystem here. And I can go learn all of these really awesome financial principles. But if my wife goes out and spends a bunch of money on stuff that we're not getting ahead, or vice versa. If she studies the stuff and I go spend the money, we're not going to move that needle. So it's really designed to kind of get everyone in on the conversation and talking about these things and really making it so everyone learns these principles together.
Right. And okay, so your own kids were the laboratory for this, and now you've released it. When did you release it?
Yeah, so we're brand new. We're about 4 months old now. We launched on Christmas Eve of last year.
Yeah, well, I wish you the best here. So feedback that you've gotten, reviews, give us a glimpse of how it's being received.
Yeah, so we have 150 or so families using the app. We have a perfect 5-star rating, and we are getting awesome reviews all the time. People are loving it because what's also nice is it serves multiple issues, right? So on one hand, it's important that we learn these financial principles because it will benefit us for the rest of our lives. We all know this is important, but oftentimes it doesn't feel urgent. What feels more urgent, especially if you have really young kids, is, hey, I'm trying to work remotely on Zoom or whatever, and my kids are just nagging me and driving me crazy and all these sorts of things. That is really urgent, right? And so what's awesome is this blends the two together, because within the app, kids can earn kudos, which are this fictional currency within the app that the parents get to decide. They have a family economy that they get to control. And as the kids do good things, they behave well, they serve other people, they build their talents, parents can give those kids kudos, which means you're able to have your kids want to behave well, to do good things. And so parents are finding they're screaming less, their kids are cleaning their room on their own, they're doing all of these things, but then also they're getting the added benefit of learning these cool financial principles that will help them forever, and they get to have more financial conversations. And it's just been super cool to see all of these users, most of which I don't even know who they are at this point. And it's just super exciting to see, they're seeing all the value of it, and they've been giving us awesome reviews about it.
All right. And so right now it's free, which is, we like that. That's our favorite 4-letter word on the channel. Hey, if you got a question for Tyler, or myself about this, shoot us an email, kl@kerrylutz.com. The website, Kudosy, Kudosy.com. You'll find a link to it in the show notes to this interview on financialsurvivalnetwork.com. Click it. Let us know what you think about it. I am intrigued by it. If you got grandchildren out there, children, because our demo is a little older than new parents, but I know there's a lot of you out there. Download it, play it, let us know what you think. Did it help? Did it make a difference? Because you can't start financial literacy for your kids, financial education soon enough. Tyler, if we want to reach you, connect with you on the web, what's the best way to do that?
Yeah, you can email me at tyler@kudosywallet.com. We also have a presence on YouTube, and you can, find us there. And the app is available live today. It's called Kudosy Family Wallet. It's available on Apple, the Apple App Store, and it's coming soon to Android.
And I just downloaded it, so I'll be playing around with it, and I'll give you my thoughts. And I think, Tyler, you might have the first financial application that goes viral on the web, on your phones, on your tablet. Probably it's the kind of thing you want to put on your tablet for your kids, given my choices, but however you have to do it, check it out. Hey, any questions, comments, Tyler, myself, again, the email address is kl@kerrylutz.com. Tyler, wishing the best of luck on this. Really a noble undertaking. Hope it succeeds beyond your wildest dreams.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Thanks for listening to Kerry Lutz's Financial Survival Network, your solution to today's trying times. For the latest, go to financialsurvivalnetwork.com. Financial Survival Network, now more than ever.